Hello, citizens, and welcome back. This is our match reaction for Man City 3, West Ham 0 in the Premier League. City moved top of the league, so make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well, and let's jump into it. So what a boring game this was. That first half was absolutely dreadful. Look, Pep made the changes. It was inevitable. He can't keep playing Gundogan. De Bruyne obviously still missing as well. And he mixed up the front three a little bit. So it was Mahrez on the right, Grealish on the left, Haaland ahead of them. Then you had a midfield of Bernardo Silva playing in Gundogan's usual role and stepping in for De Bruyne was Alvarez. In defence, you had Ake back. Nice to see him back. Diaz as well. Stones. You had Rodri back there as well. CDM. And, of course, you had Ortega in goal. And, look, the first half, it was dull. It was boring. There was nothing going on. So I'm just watching Haaland now run through the City players celebrating his 51st goal of the season, the 35th goal in the Premier League. Nice touch. That's a really nice touch from the City players and management. Everyone loving that. I like that. He's well happy with that, Haaland, as well. It's been a little bit awkward. I like it. But well done, Haaland. But yeah, so we started off slow. There was no energy in there. It was quite boring. And most of that was down to the fact that West Ham sat back deep. They had all 11 players on the edge of their box. And even when they had the chance to counter, they didn't really counter. They really didn't offer much in that first half. They looked like they were just trying to get through to half-time, get into second half, 0-0, and try and do something from there. And we played into the hands a little bit. As well, like I said, we were slow with the passing. No one was really getting behind them. And we were just floating cross after cross after cross into the box. And West Ham are a big team. They're huge and they were winning headers. They were clearing it. You know, there was not really much going on up front. And our best chances happened when Haaland dropped deep, collected the ball, and then would feed Rodri through, who hit the post, you know, or Grealish, who hit the post. And our most energetic player in that first half was probably Alvarez, to be honest with you. He's the one that looked like opening it up a little bit, but it just wasn't working. And like I said, what City needed to do for me was stay wider, get the ball further out wide to Grealish and Mahrez, who had to not push so far infield, and try and get to the byline like Walker does and just fire that ball across the box rather than float it in. But that being said, we went in 0-0 at half-time, and in the second half, you know, you want a bit more energy in there. You want a bit more injection. And I thought Phil would have come on at halftime because it was crying out for someone like him. Someone who's more direct, someone who picks up the ball, turns, and just starts running at defenders. Pep kept it how it was, though. Kept it that way for quite a while. And we did get the breakthrough in the end. And even though I said we had too many floated crosses in there, the goal did come from a floated cross. It came from a Mahrez free kick, far post, Ake, and somehow West Ham have left three players on the Bonner there at the back post, and Ake was the one that got in there, heads it down into the ground, great header, 1-0. And that opened up West Ham, who then decided to try and attack us a few times, but because they did that, their defence weren't quite ready. You know, they split apart a little bit, and the gaps were turning up everywhere, and of course, Haaland, when there's gaps, he finds them. And it was a great counter-attack from us. Grealish carries the ball forward, holds on just about long enough to let Haaland find some space, feeds it through, lets him run onto it, and it's a beautiful chip goal by Haaland. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, it's his 51st goal of the season, his 35th in the Premier League. He has now scored the most goals in a single Premier League season, being Andy Cole and Alan Shearer, who got 34, and they did it in a 42-game season. So Haaland, record breaker, absolutely incredible from him. And yeah, it was game over from that point on, and I expected Pep to make more changes because we've got huge games coming up. Leeds is not going to be an easy game on Saturday. They just got Allardyce as manager. And then Real Madrid after that. The games just keep coming thick and fast. He needed to make changes. And he did take off Ake in the end. So obviously he's going to be playing him at the weekend. So he takes him off for Akanji, brings him on. And you expect him to take Haaland off. You expect him to take Rodri off. These players need rest. These players need to be in fighting shape for the weekend and for Real Madrid next week. But he didn't. He left both of those players on. He only brought Rodri off in the 90th minute for Phillips, which shows you how very little he trusts Phillips. You know, and the third goal, that comes from Foden at substitute when he comes on. Like I said, he should have been on sooner for me. If I'm him, I would have brought him on at half-time or even start him because I think Grealish is another player that needs a rest. And we get 3 points. 3 points. There you go. Easy peasy. In the end, like I said, we didn't like scoring one goal. We got 3. We wrapped it up nice and easy in the end. And we moved top of Arsenal. And look, we're 1 point clear of Arsenal. we go into the weekend able with a chance to go 4 points clear of Arsenal before they even play Newcastle away, which is a huge game for them. And the pressure goes back on Arsenal now because we've answered twice to them putting the pressure on us. And with that on them, I can see Newcastle getting a result against them. And I think that's what Pep's hoping for as well, because if we can beat Leeds, get 3 points there, they drop points to Newcastle. We'll have a game in hand that will be 4 points clear, top of the table. And that's massive. That is absolutely massive. And I think Pep earlier in an interview said he wants it wrapped up before the end of the week because we've got Brentford away. And we got Chelsea, then Brighton away, then Brentford away. Rough last week, them 3 games in the last 7 days. So, hey, all we can do is cheer on the boys and hope so. But yeah, that's match reaction. I kind of ranted a little bit there because Haaland put me off with his celebrations. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. Keep an eye out for the player ratings. I have no idea what I'm going to give everyone or who I'm going to give. Well, actually, man of the match. I have no idea. I'm going to give it to Bernardo. Why not? He turns up everywhere. He was defending well today. He attacked well. And yeah, does the job, doesn't he? But thanks for watching. Hit like. And yeah, see you again. Bye-bye.